Smart and Wild, we're back.
What's
Smart
Gucci?
and Wild has not come back. It's come back more than any other podcast
Word.
in the world.
Word.
But always improves.
Always improves. Even better, because we're in the new studio, baby.
New studio. Look at this.
New
We
studio.
bougie now.
Yeah, that's why we're taking a little break, because we had to build the new studio. Where this whole time, in this period of time, we're getting some stuff together. We're getting the funds together. We're making sure that all the pods is ready. So we got the new studio.
Deep in the heart of Hollywood. Feeling really good, though.
Feeling good.
Excited to be here.
Word.
This has been a long time coming.
Word.
New studio.
New studio.
Cam's back on the comedy circuit.
Back on the comedy circuit. We're big and back. We because for me personally, we just had like a little round of some bullshit we just had to deal with. That's all. And we're back.
And then I've been banging out podcasts.
Yeah.
We are ready to take our new era on.
Word. Freaking isn't it funny how like everyone loves to complain, right? And I complain, right? It is what it is. But is one thing when we complain about many things, and we'll talk about that in a second. But like, you know how we go like people go, oh, insomnia, can't sleep, can't do that, can't do this, can't do that, and like literally like throughout the day we're like wake up on our phones, coffee, stimulated traffic stress, not working out, not doing the proper like probably not even seeing the sun. Some people, and then like go back to bed on the phone watching TV XYZ, and go, I can't sleep.
I was thinking about this in the same context. I was thinking about like accomplishing things.
Yeah, okay.
And how much I can accomplish in a video game.
Yeah.
That like I immediately, whenever I start playing a video game, I go, can I please just take like my business as seriously as this right now?
Dude.
Immediately? Because I accomplish things on a video game.
Yeah, me too.
You go up to my PS4, I'm burning that thing out.
Dude, you just
But,
got it.
No, and that's the thing. And that's why I actually can't even play it that long anymore. Because
Yeah.
immediately my brain goes there.
Yeah.
But like I made the whole team.
Yeah.
I even branded the team.
You got Madden? Yeah.
No, 2K.
Okay.
I have Madden, but I was playing the basketball game.
Okay.
And the reason I played the basketball game is that I can play a game in shorter period of time than Madden. Madden's an hour.
It's wild. Yeah.
And so immediately I went, this is not healthy.
Right.
The basketball stuff, 15 minutes I can play a game.
Right.
And I went, I'm like feeling accomplished. I'm like, if I could take this to, why don't I go edit a video and feel this accomplished?
Right.
Like, come on.
Dude.
Quit.
Let me tell you something. I just got an Xbox, and the level of like attention that it has taken away from me is like absolutely insane.
Yeah, like you're saying you're playing Battlefield or Starship?
Starfield.
I'm like, Kim, that means you can edit some reels.
Dude, the level of like, and like, I'm gonna tell you something. Each mission on Starfield, I'm not kidding, it's like a good like 30 to 40 minutes like minimum, right?
And nuanced, intricate, difficult.
Collect resources to make outposts, make sure it's starship design, skill tree leading, all this shit, right? Like all this shit, right? Like
So if you went in that hard,
dude,
on like your Instagram, social media posts,
dude, the level,
all these reels, like bust out a comedy sketch.
I'd be fucking rich. like I'd be like the level, like, okay, because I used to have a Nintendo Switch, right? And I used to be like you, like, okay, like I used to play Rocket League, quick little 5 minute, 10 minute.
Dude, Rocket League is probably maybe hands down, maybe best game of all time outside of Mario.
Right. It's so great. And it's great because you can do a little 10 minutes done, 10 minutes done.
But Starship Battlefield or whatever you're doing is not that game.
Starfield is you sit down and you lose track of time 100%. I've sat down for many periods of time where I started at 9 p.m. and check the time at 3:45 a.m. Like I'm like, oh my, holy fuck. And like
so the sun starts shining.
Oh,
with that game.
It's happened kind of a couple of times. Like when I start yawning, I'm like, oh my god, am I tired? I look at the time. It's time to wake up. Like
and that sucks. Dude.
Like that's bad. And I go again. Why can't I sleep? Oh, like what's going on? You know what I mean? And like, listen.
And if you're trying to be a comedian, like do some social media stuff, be an actor, all this stuff.
Yeah.
And if you played 8 hours of Starship, and didn't post something, write something, or do something, dude, you're an idiot.
Yeah, quite loser, quite a bit of a loser. You know what I mean? Like
but that's normal though.
Yeah. Unfortunately, which is crazy because like I'm like, it's this is one reason like it's so crazy because like throughout my life, right, I've always had like a system older than like the one that's actually currently out.
Which I still so you have the new one.
No,
I still have a PS4.
So I'm gonna get to that. So I've always had like the older system, because I always wanted to buy the game slowly, play them one at a time, and like now, like
you play a game like someone like a person used to read a book,
dude.
Like I want to take my time with this.
I finally got an updated system, like kind of like not the Xbox Series. I finally got the newest system, like for the first time, kind of like in my life, where I can actually play online with like people that are actually alive, which is like so crazy. And the level of like amount of time it's taking away from like my life and like it's absolutely insane. I should have like just kept the old system, like because I'm like so invested. It's
so like scares you in a sense
because I'm doing like too much, like the mix of like Starfield and now Forza is like absolutely fucking crazy. Like I just got
is Forza like Gran Turismo?
It's Xbox's Gran Turismo essentially. Gran Turismo is PlayStation's racing game, like feature racing.
Have you
game.
seen the Gran Turismo movie?
I have not, but it looks great.
It's phenomenal, dude.
You've seen the whole thing?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, nice.
I won because like I grew up with Gran Turismo.
Yeah.
That was the first like racing game where I ever was like, wow, this is awesome.
Yeah, me too.
Immediately was mad that you can't total cars.
Yeah.
Remember how like they wouldn't let you like wreck cars on there because like apparently they said that the licensing with the car companies.
Yeah. So I found that out. I actually found that out the other day. The reason why you don't see like crazy car crashes in Forza or Gran Turismo or anything is because the licensing, they don't want the cars to look bad.
Right.
Yeah.
That's why Grand Theft Auto is the best thing ever because you can like just blow them.
Right, because they make cars look like other cars that's not exactly the car, and then you just fucking like do whatever with it, trash it. Especially in Grand Theft Auto 4. Remember Grand Theft Auto 4, where the car models was actually like crazier when you crashed.
Oh yeah,
it was crazier, like way crazier. And then like the driving, the sim, like if you hit something, it makes a full blown like your car could look like a triangle if you tried.
Well, and I think it was in Grand Theft Auto 3 where they stopped letting people jump off the bridges.
You can still jump off bridges?
No. Pedestrians, you would see people end it.
Oh, really?
They would like look and they would go, and you'd be like, "Oh my god, that person just let it go."
Yeah. That's funny because they were
wilding out, or like whenever the graphics finally improved a little bit. That first game, which I think was Grand Theft Auto 3.
Yeah.
That game was bloodier.
Yeah.
Bigger crashes,
right?
And you would have sex with like prostitutes.
You talking about San Andreas?
I think it was San Andreas.
You fuck, yeah, you can fuck.
Yeah, so that game was
the coffee mission, or whatever. Yeah,
that was reckless.
Yeah. I remember like I was like maybe 7 or 8 years old, and I was like, you can do what? I'm like, what? And like just.
You were 7 years old.
I was like really young, but I was like because in 2004 I was 9 years old. So like when that game was coming out and my cousin was playing it at my family reunion, it felt like I was watching porn. Like, and all we were doing was just drive-bys. Like, we would literally, that's the time when you can do co-op. So he hopped in the car, I was on the other side, I was a shooter, he was a driver, and like we were just shooting motherfuckers like left and right. And that was the craziest thing in the world. Like, absolutely, like it was like I said,
it is weird. The first day you played like Grand Theft Auto, you're like, best day ever.
Because like you can just shoot people, like the thing that I've always wanted to do, like just like see people and like, hey, you looked at me weird, pop, you know what I mean? I can't do that legally because the jail and all that shit, but like, man, you can do that in a video game. It's like kind of fun, like and like you can go on like you can be a terrorist in Grand Theft Auto. Like I'm talking like planes into buildings, like I'm talking like full blown like hijack airports, like crash into the whatever. Like
I wonder if it'll ever be realistic enough for like the building goes down kind of thing. That would
be interesting. That would be interesting because like
But this is the sad part. Who wouldn't want to do it?
Everyone. Like
like that would make the game.
Because you're talking about like the whole city is destructible, dog. We're like the first.
No. I'm talking about like. Have you ever played 2K or like Madden?
Yeah.
Where you can go historic moments.
I can hijack an airport and goes. Ooh, boom.
You've played like the Kobe Bryant like 82 game kind of stuff.
Yes.
Now it's like Grand Theft Auto.
Yes, because 100% people will have 1 trillion% recreated like the OJ, like they put in like the Bronco and just dipped like down the freeway.
I was thinking Oklahoma City.
You're saying
no. OJ,
oh, dude, people, dude, even
you're coming up with a franchise right now,
dude. So first of all, there's actually a couple of things that might answer your question. You can do that. So you can do that in OJ. However, in Flight Simulator, You can do that in Flight Simulator. However, so Flight Simulator has the same thing with Forza does, where they don't want to make their planes look bad. So when you crash in Flight Simulator, it just goes like there's no like crash. It just like you crash, like it's just black screen goes, you crash and it's over.
Yeah, I get it. I'm not saying it's like
because then you can be like, that's terrorist. like let's go.
Because think about it. Like, remember Call of Duty when you would storm Normandy?
Yeah,
kind of same shit.
Like the shit was like collapsible. Yeah.
Well, it was like you're playing like a historic old battle.
Okay, I would say in Battlefield, the shit's actually like collapsible. Like if you run a tank into a brick wall or whatever, the brick wall falls.
Right.
Right. And Battlefield does that better. I would say that. But I mean, I don't know, man. Like
but if you could play if there was an OJ mission on Grand Theft Auto,
yes,
Grand Theft Auto, wins W after W after W. Hang the banner.
Game of the year, 2 years, 3, 4, 5, 6 years in a row.
The baby-headed curly overlord here.
Oh yeah.
Here we go, baby.
Lil Cece's ready to start moving. I can tell. She's ready to start crawling. She's ready to start dipping. And then, like, by the time she gets her leg strength on, she's ready to start running. Quick.
I wonder if they could legality would get weird with that.
Yeah.
But you could just say you're a star running back that goes to Brentwood. That
and they changed the name. Like, my name is
Pete. Sees his fiance or
my
wife.
name is PJ, and then
and has to stab up like a tennis coach.
You can recreate that in Grand Theft Auto today.
Yeah, but it's not like a missioned game.
No, it's not a mission game. No, but you can like mod it, and then you can like voice over it, and then you can be like There's literally like a Brentwood in Grand Theft Auto. There's a Ford, I don't know if there's an actual Ford Bronco, but you can definitely mod a Ford Bronco.
There's got to be a Ford Bronco.
Now that I think there's like a Toyota SUV, but I don't think there's a Ford Bronco in Grand Theft Auto.
Okay,
5.
so let's go down this rabbit hole.
Yeah.
OJ's obviously that's A+ mission.
A+.
What other missions are you trying to go on?
Ooh, okay. So one thing actually, I think a Grand Theft Auto, I want to say, I'm not sure which Grand Theft Auto, but I think they did copy the big bank heist in North Hollywood at some point.
Okay.
I think they did a mission like that.
That would make sense.
And it might be because I know in Grand Theft Auto 5 you do rob a bank, and you get chased by the police big time.
Well,
obviously, yeah. But you're like a minor bank, and then you're all that stuff. Uh-oh.
We got a baby.
Little homie.
We got a baby.
She's ready to move. She's active, yo. She's just like moving. Active moving. She's probably trying to talk. She hears us talk. She's like, that'll be fun.
Yeah, she's trying to chat.
She's trying to be like, that sounds fun. I would love to do that.
She's about it.
And Grand Theft Auto 8. Actually, by the time she's ready to go, Grand Theft Auto 6 will be coming out.
Are you excited for 6?
Yes. Yes. Everyone's extremely excited for Grand Theft Auto 6. Everyone's only mad because it's coming out in 2 years.
Is there any way that they drop it earlier?
Nah.
And just surprise people?
I don't think so because they're okay. So gaming, right? So speaking of gaming, so the Starfield, right? Their biggest issue is they're gonna hit that date, and when they hit that date, they realize there's a bunch of bugs.
But they can update later now. But it's different.
But that's the problem.
Grand Theft Auto 5 has continued to get better for an entire decade.
No, for sure,
it's gotten better every 6 months.
For sure. But what happens is this gaming community, they don't, which understandable, they don't like games that come out with a bunch of bugs in it. Rockstar games usually don't. They usually come out pretty solid. That's why they take so long to make. They take extra time.
It's like the brand new Madden on PS4 because obviously it's the lower system that's not the PS5.
Right.
Baby's yelling at us.
Yeah.
That's so bugged up.
Yeah.
Because they obviously don't care.
Because they don't care.
It's not for the system.
It's not for the system. They don't really care. Same as when Forza Horizon 5 came out, you couldn't play it on Xbox One. You have to get the Xbox Series. My bad. I know I keep talking about gaming. It gets a little crazy. She's like, shut up. Yeah, all right. But yeah, I would say, well, I'll wait till you come back. Oh, the bugger. The little bugger. Sugar bugger. Sugar bugger.
All right, so what were you saying?
CC wanted to say something.
Right.
Yeah.
She's ready to shout.
Yeah, so I was saying, like, just bugs in games. Like, people don't want bugs in games. And Rockstar are the people, like, they are probably one of the few companies that, like, when they release stuff, they release it, like,
actually do it right.
Pretty solid. Like, maybe a few here and there, but, like, of course they patch it. But, like, for the most part, they'll get it right. For the most part. You know? Like, a lot of games now, for some reason, they just become so much bigger and so much, like, buggier.
Why are they saying GTA 6 is taking so long, though? Is it are they blaming on COVID and all that, or what?
I maybe, but like it's probably gonna be humongous. It's probably gonna be humongous.
Well, what they're saying is, from what I had heard, and this is like through like the TikTok reels, right, where it's the same map size as GTA 5.
No, it's bigger,
but it's denser.
Okay.
So like GTA 5 is like there's mountainous regions that actually like
nothing's really there.
They cover up like 80% of the territory.
Yeah, because like nothing really.
It's like water on Earth.
Yeah.
But like in GTA 6, within that same terrain, there's actual density.
Oh, that's fair.
So that's what they mean by like same map size, but way bigger.
Right. And which makes
so not as much not bigger map size for like a plane, but for like missions and stuff.
Like say it's yeah, so because I know like there's been like leaks and stuff about that game, and there's definitely gonna be like some open areas for sure, but like if it's as dense as the GTA 5 map, fully dense out,
right,
in the new that's humongous.
That's crazy.
That's humongous because of course they got to spread out some things in like within like lakes, because Florida
you still get the swamp
lake
areas.
Swamps, all this stuff, so like that's actually like really really big. And like and one thing about Grand Theft Auto, at least what I've noticed about, because Red Dead came out after Grand Theft Auto 5, and Red Dead Redemption 2 is like so detailed, it's incredible. Like it's so like it looks like it's very like realistic in terms of like if you do something like you almost know what's gonna happen, like based on like it's almost like the game like reacts to you like as if like real life kind of does.
Really?
Like if I like literally on Red Dead Redemption 2, if I were to just like walk down the middle of the city and start shooting in the air, like just shooting in the air,
someone's gonna shoot you
like
in the
they're
head?
gonna be like, whoa, they literally hear the NPC like, whoa, what are you doing there? Hey, get off the horse. They'll pull you down, start fighting you. They're like, what are you doing? And then they might shoot you too, just for shooting in the air, not shooting anyone. The whole city will start freaking out. Like for instance, like a game like Starfield that just came out a couple months ago, I can shoot right next to someone's ear, and they're just like.
Gotcha. So the NPCs are way more reactive.
And then remember that game came out in 2018. So
and what again,
it has better graphics than Starfield today. By the way,
what continues to baffle me is when everyone was talking about how like, not AI, but where metaverses.
Yeah.
Like, Facebook's gonna own the metaverse, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
People in Grand Theft Auto have been in the metaverse
this whole time
for a decade.
This whole time, and
it's way better
because you have
way more interactive.
Customize your person, have your own house, have your own cars, do whatever you want.
You're putting money into it.
Make your own money. Save. There's a bank in the Grand Theft Auto, literal bank. You have to like, and if you have all the money on your person and you get robbed, they just took all your shit. You have to literally put the money in the bank.
They can actually like steal your cars.
Steal your money. Yeah, steal your cars. You have to have insurance on it. Like yes. And I'm sure Grand Theft Auto 6 is gonna be even crazier.
So I'm surprised that I've never seen like the CEO of Rockstar being like, "Hey, Mark Zuckerberg, your metaverse isn't even close to what ours.
It wasn't even close.
You don't even have legs.
No.
We have bazookas.
No. Like it's not even close. And that's what I'm saying. Those guys at Rockstar make like kind of like the best games of like ever. Like if you look back at like even remember a game called Bully?
I've never played Bully.
Dude, Bully was this game. It came out like around 2000 PS2, and it was this game where essentially you were like this like private school kid, and you like live inside the school, and you have to like do homework, and you have to like fight kids, you have to like do like tasks, you have to tag, you have to do all this crazy shit.
Sure,
like you're like this kid in high school.
You had?
Huh?
Sounds like a nightmare.
No, it's actually a crazy, awesome game. Like it's interesting, but it made it back in 2002, PS2 days, whatever. But anyway, my point is like these guys make like good, like detailed, like well crafted, pretty much little to no bug games. So when their shit comes out, it's gonna be nice.
Yeah,
it's gonna be sick. And like my point was like the level of realism of Red Dead Redemption 2, they're gonna up that probably times 5. And that's like I don't think I've seen a game more detailed than Red Dead Redemption 2. Like
I need to get it and try it.
like actually, it's only I think it's like $20 right now.
But if I get it on PS4, would it even?
It's fine. It came out on PS4.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it'd be fine. It won't be like the newer games.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. It's really interesting. Anyway, so my point. I want to get into that a little bit, like where people like because people just I don't know, but like one thing I've noticed is like in like video game culture and comedy culture and a lot of things now, people like, and again, I'm complaining right now, but people love to complain. And like my point with complaining is like they love to just like bring out the negatives of things without like, and like even when there fully are positive things there, but they just like won't really point them out.
you're talking about Cat Williams.
you know one thing I'm actually mentioning, because I didn't fully watch it. You seen that John Oliver Elon Musk bit?
John Oliver Elon
last weekend tonight.
No,
show on
I
HBO?
hadn't. No.
Okay, so I didn't fully see the whole thing, but like he was talking about Elon Musk on one of his episodes,
And bitching about him?
bitching about him, as everyone does. But it's interesting how like and I'm like, dang,
And John Oliver's like a documentary guy, like the best probably of our era, right?
yeah, like a comedy documentary, like
He's the British dude?
the British dude on last weekend tonight on HBO Max.
Gotcha,
or whatever.
okay.
There's those segments. Good show, but I'm like, dude, like the way he was like picking apart Elon Musk was really interesting because like what he would do is like say this is what Elon Musk does, and then like transfer back into the past of what he said, and be like, look, this is what he said. This is what he said back in 2012. He wouldn't say this is what Elon Musk said about his employees, and he would show him a clip of 2012 before when he had hair. Like this is what Elon Musk is doing now, and he would show him like a clip of him now. This
And it would be within the context of like
this
negative things he said about his employees.
Of this is who he is or whatever. But I'm like, dude, like it's funny how like it's funny like what you pick apart and like what you don't pick apart, because it's interesting because the parts of like where he didn't pick apart, the parts he missed, they didn't explain to people, is like parts where he like it's like no, like this is how it works. No, this is what I do with my employees. No, we have to fire, we have to get rid of employees because we're losing money on XYZ front or whatever. My point is like, but when you present the information to the general masses and you're like, this guy's a piece of shit, this is the problem, it's the problem. A lot of people don't really do their research into like what's actually happening in that scenario.
What I don't understand about Elon, specifically his criticism, is that a lot of his criticism comes from the left right now, right? Because of X, because of him buying it the way that he's, don't get me wrong, Twitter, you go on Twitter, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Like you'll get like weird death videos.
Yeah, it's weird.
Like it's a much more, it feels like old school Reddit.
Yeah.
Where it's like you can scroll down and you're like, whoa, why'd you show me that? It's raw.
Yeah.
It's unfiltered as shit right now.
Yeah, pretty bad.
And I think almost like too unfiltered, but then again, I don't think legally it's too unfiltered. I just think as a company it's too unfiltered.
Sure.
But him as a person, he's getting more criticized by like groups that say the environment is the biggest issue that we are dealing with right now. And he's probably done more for like the structural integrity of building a system to allow us to get away from like fossil fuels and all of these different things. Than anyone. And so you're criticizing a guy who you just don't like his opinion.
Yeah.
But his behavior is usually like
pretty forward thinking, honestly.
Pretty forward thinking to allow her to like, if you were, because like right now the World Economic Forum would say like, what's up, CC? That this is our biggest issue.
Right.
He's trying to solve our biggest issues,
dude. I'm not like a Elon Musk hater or lover, but I got to say, solar, SpaceX, the PayPal, obviously Tesla, electric cars. I mean, dude, all electric cars right now coming from Chevy, all these other companies are following because of Tesla's success. You do realize that.
He has cut through banking.
Yeah.
He has cut through solar.
Yeah.
He's cut through transportation.
And also
he's cut through conversation.
That's what I say, conversation.
What are we talking about?
What are you talking about?
How can you not like respect him?
You
do not have to like him or appreciate everything he says.
You gotta respect it.
But like holding it down, man.
And mind you, and this is a conversation we were having before, the dude's rich. Literally one of the richest people in this planet. He doesn't have to talk to any of you. He doesn't have to do shit. He didn't have to go down to do anything. You see him like in schools and get like, oh, I'm Elon. He's like, you should see him like in meetings and he's getting shit from people and it's just like, he keeps on going. That's wild.
Right.
You know, especially from the people that like are on his platform. He's like, yeah,
talking shit
to him. He's like, hey, I can't do nothing about people talking shit for me. You know, someone like I don't know, most people would be like, nah, shut him down, get rid of him somehow, some way.
Right.
Or they're shutting down conversations, shutting down. You gotta remember before Elon Musk bought Twitter, you know how it was like getting like this weird space of like everybody was canceling each other. Cancel culture damn near started from Twitter. How everyone would just like pile on and like
because Twitter was canceling people before Facebook. Right, because
the old tweets. It was the old tweets. That's what it was.
Yeah.
And
when did you start Twitter?
I think in high school, but I didn't take it seriously until like.
So Twitter for me, and I think contextually, it's important just on a historical element of some of this stuff. I started Twitter on a trip down to Panama City Beach with a group of friends. And that Twitter was like, it was almost a group chat between me and 10 friends.
Right.
So it was this isolated, obviously we knew it was in a sense public, but it wasn't public like we think of public now.
Yeah.
It was like, some like college friends could potentially see it. You could share it. But like it pretty much was insulary in like these 10 friends could all be a part of a group chat.
Right.
It was more like a Slack channel.
Yeah.
Than I am announcing
my thoughts and feelings. Yeah.
So like our original like Twitters were crazy
because
it was a dude's group chat,
right? And remember it said
on spring break.
It said on the box like tweet what you think or whatever it said in the box. Like literally, it'd be like just tweet out whatever. I'm like okay.
Yeah.
Like
so people started being like, I'm eating chicken parm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Like nobody does that anymore.
And
that was the original Twitter.
And not only that, like I remember there was criticism for that. They were like, oh, now you're gonna just get a phone and get an iPhone and get a Twitter, and all you're gonna say is I eat chicken parm. Like how stupid. Ha ha ha. I remember like it was like Jimmy Kimmel. People liked him. It was like that's fucking dumb. And like now everyone's just like taking pictures of their Instagram. Like that's like a whole. There's like pages on pages and pages about food Instagram.
Right. Like now everyone. I mean, it's still not weird to take a shot.
No.
You should take a video.
Yeah.
But like, don't take a picture.
Get the angles. You know what I mean? And you got to take a picture of your friend's food, but not your date's face. Don't do that. You know what I mean? No, don't do that.
Did she not do that for you?
No, just the food. Just the food. Whatever, right?
You are going to be a guy who's like taking a girl like to Tulum and she not. What would you do?
Buddy.
So you take a girl to Tulum.
Buddy.
For
first of all,
5 days, private.
Yeah.
Gucci.
Good.
This is in 2 years when you're crushing. And she doesn't post.
And I'm posting because I need to show all my ex-girlfriends what they're missing, yes.
But what if she's posting her ex-boyfriends and her roster?
She's posting the trip to her boyfriend, okay.
Her people, he's publicly.
Okay.
And doesn't show your face. What do you do?
Well, here's the thing, okay? You know, this conversation sometimes me and you have where let me tell you about the 2023 women of nowadays, okay?
It's 2024, my guy.
2024 women nowadays. That's already happened.
He's not talking about you.
Not you. You're like a 2042 women. You know, she's like, what's happening? These 2024 women.
She is a 2040.
Huh?
She's like a 2040.
No, she's like 2042 women. Yeah, I'm talking about the 2023 women or 2024 women. Yeah. They're like 2042. Yeah. The 2024 women. First of all, that's already happened. You know what I'm saying? Where like I've taken like women out to do some crazy stuff, and then just take pictures of like the view of Perch and like their food and their drink and like all this shit.
I remember that day.
And I'm like, it's fine, but like you know that was also like
but I think you got a back of the head in that.
That was also like $250, but you know whatever forget.
You're not gonna take a picture of the check.
You're not gonna take a picture of the check. You're not gonna give me any head, but whatever. $250 later, I guess whatever. So at least call me back. And so these things happen. You know what I mean? Like I've taken a Perch. I've been here. I've been to there. I've been to San Diego. I've been to
Perch is underrated.
Yeah, it's underrated. It's nice, especially on a Sunday, a brunch. Like I took what's her face. Yeah, it was nice. I told her to put a nice dress on. She did. It was nice. Everything was great, but it was all. She took herself to Perch, apparently on Instagram, but whatever, you know. But so these things happen already. My point is, so I'm not only.
So you already deal with it.
So not only like what would you say? I already expect it. I expect when I go to Tulum, she's not gonna take a picture of me. You know, but as long. Listen,
she's gonna make it sound like it was like sponsored by Revolve.
Yeah, right,
like
right.
a girls' clothing brand.
Right.
White Fox.
First of all, and then second of all, people already know that. The guys already know that. If a girl is just on vacation and they be like, okay, like we know that you're like a cashier,
and you don't show any girls.
We don't show any girls, and we know you're a cashier at 7-Eleven. Okay, like stop. Okay, like you're somewhere with some dude somewhere, and that's fine. But like just what these women do nowadays, right? And even I had a girl one time. I just took a because sometimes I don't take a picture of women just for like you're my girl. I take a picture because I just take pictures. You know, sometimes I put him on my story.
He does respect women. He just
no. Look, I like for instance, like I got pictures of Lexi on my Instagram. She's not my woman. I wish likes her.
Who's Lexi?
Lexi, you know Lexi.
Oh God.
Yeah, I have a picture of Lexi on my Instagram. She's not my woman. I don't like her to be. Let's be serious. But my point is, I take pictures of other people, and they're just like, I don't want you to post me because I don't want you people to think you're my girl or I'm your girl.
Oh, they say that.
Oh, they said that. Right? And
they text you.
And they told me, like, audibly. So I'm like, all right, I guess.
Because they get mad at main feed or they get mad at stories?
On story. On my story. Not like repost. No. Mine. Shit, I don't want to. I'm like, man, we just screwed 5 times.
No.
So I'm broke. Angered.
The love rings out.
I was broke to love wins cup. But these things happen. Is my point. Unfortunately,
this is chaos.
This is 2023 women I'm dealing with. See, you are not dealing with 2023 American women. Let me tell you something.
It's 2024, my God.
God, you're not dealing with.
To remind you again. I said it twice.
You're not dealing with 2024 American women. You know what I'm saying? Like these ones that like listen, like they're something else. You know what I mean? And like I don't even know. Like I may have to go to I think I'm gonna have to go to like Dominican Republic to find me like a wife because I don't think that I'm gonna find her here. You know what I'm saying? Not in California at least. Unless she flies over from Dominican Republic to downtown LA into my apartment building and then say what's up, which is probably gonna happen. Whatever. Anyway.
Wait, there's a Dominican on the roster?
No, unfortunately, I got to get one, man. Cause that's all I want. I need a Haitian, Dominican, Virgin Island, one of those island girls over there because like anyway.
Oh, so you like Tyla?
Tyla. First of all, she's South African, but Tyla is the.
Oh, wait, that was almost.
Tyla is the sexiest woman one of the sexiest women I've ever seen. First of all, okay.
Well, she's the new like Ariana Grande, but she has moves.
Sure.
Right?
Sure.
Less of a voice, but
what?
cute.
She has a voice.
Not Ariana Grande.
Dog. She can sing.
Who
made me sweat? Made me wanna.
That's like she has like a Rihanna voice.
Listen, whatever. I don't even care. She's sexy as hell.
I mean, defend your girl, but like
she has a voice.
No, I'm not saying she doesn't.
Yeah.
I'm saying from what we know, she's much more Rihanna than Ariana Grande.
I think what you're saying is, Ariana has more range than her. Is that what you're asking? Because I would defend.
Semantics on the bullshit.
I will defend Tyla to the end of time. Okay.
Just because she pours a little water on her butt, like what are you talking about, dude?
Yeah. Listen. Wow. I mean, listen. There's videos I've seen. Never mind. But Tyla's bomb. What are we talking? What are we even talking about?
Well, I'm not exactly sure, but you were talking about 2024 women.
Oh yeah.
And how they're doing this.
She's one of them.
How they're doing that, and then you're like, I'm trying to find a Dominican.
She's South African.
Unfortunately, I thought she was Dominican because I was thinking about Rihanna.
You missed Afro'd. You missed Africans. Didn't.
Right.
Yeah. Just like that's one small tangent I want to say. Like Asian people go like, oh, like I'm not Korean, I'm Japanese. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I'm not white, I'm Scandinavian. Oh, I'm not how many people how many people just go Africa?
Yeah, but that's because the culture says I'm black with a capital B, dog.
What? We have to do with anything. What do you mean?
Because in America.
Yeah.
Which she's not. Is she an American or is she South
African? She's South African.
Like, was she born in America or she was born in
she's
South
born in
Africa?
South Africa. She has a whole accent and everything. Yeah.
Right.
So I've seen her interviews.
Well, so I mean, that's because there's just a discrepancy because of fucking slavery, that like there's a disassociation with like the individual place that someone's from and just a broadness.
Oh
of
well, no,
Africa.
I'm not talking about African Americans like black. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about when we're talking about African people.
People don't know shit about Africa.
That's what I'm saying. People don't know shit about Africa. Like not even a little bit. Like if someone goes,
Who
like,
does?
If someone goes like, "Oh, I'm Kenyan," they're like, the Ken what? Like
Yeah, nobody knows shit.
Yeah, like,
and I'm not going to claim to be the one that does.
Right.
Nobody knows
Right.
anything about
Yeah,
it.
I think
We know
that-
South Africa's the white Africa, and that's it.
Yeah, I mean South Africa is the one where Elon Musk came from there too. Elon Musk and Tyler came from the same place. That's true.
Brilliant people come from there.
Yeah. And also, whatever, the Dutch, whatever. The Dutch went to South Africa, and then they essentially did like worse. Anyway, I'm not gonna get back to
The
that.
apartheid?
That part, it was crazier than this. It was crazier than Jim Crow. Apartheid was like
Well, I heard it got
like worse.
a little reckless down there.
It got a little crazy. You know what I mean?
And it just got done. We're talking 80s, right?
I think they're still kind of like beefing a little bit. You know.
Everyone's still beefing.
Which is crazy. I mean, like I would never want to go to a place like that where it's like it's still we're talking about like black versus white. Like, should I fight you?
Can we actually talk about Africa for a second?
Okay.
Let's talk about Cat Williams.
Let's talk about Cat Williams. Wait, not even. Whatever. Not even. Let's talk about Cat Williams, man. So, what do you think about Cat Williams? What do you think about the whole 42 million speech?
What it felt like to me is just like it felt like Black Twitter, like in real life, like live.
I mean, that's pretty decent. This episode, yeah, it's a pretty decent. Yeah, not bad.
Because it was interesting to look in on it in a sense because it felt like Cat Williams was like a drunk uncle. Mm-hmm. And I couldn't discredit anything that he was saying because I don't really know.
Yeah.
It felt logical and illogical at the exact
Same time. Yeah.
But also as a white dude, it kind of felt like a little bit of like black infighting that I felt like I can't touch.
Yeah, because he was talking about like Cedric the Entertainer.
Like he took shots like Andrew Schultz and Joe Rogan, but that's it.
Yeah.
It was a lot like just black comics.
No, he's talking about like all the comic shows and who screwed him over and who did what movie executive, why certain celebrities wore dresses. Actually, I actually thought about this for a second. I do want to say one point. Okay. He was saying about this. Okay, one big thing about like black celebrities is like, when you get to Hollywood, he did mention this, and I do want to kind of address this point. When you get to Hollywood, what they're gonna do is they're gonna try to put you in a dress, and they're gonna make you a woman, and they're gonna screw you in the butt, and then they're gonna send you out and make you a woman, or something like that.
Sure.
Something like they're gonna feminize you, right? Okay. Sure, right? And to a certain degree, that's true. And you look at certain celebrities, right? Like Chris Tucker, even Martin Lawrence, all these celebrities that like were in wearing like a dress at some point, right? Believe it or
you're
not,
like hyper feminizing masculinity in a weird way.
Even Bernie, believe it or not, people kind of forget. Bernie Mac was gay in one film too.
And now this is the thing. A lot of people like to say it happens to black men more than white. I don't know, because the only reference I can say is Robin Williams, right? And I don't know if I can't really like pinpoint any other white comics that had to do it.
So a lot
of black comics had to do it.
A lot of black comics had to do it, and a lot of white comics had to kind of do it too. I'm trying to think of like one, two did it, but like at some point, not probably. I'm trying to think of who.
Is it wrong for me to think that it comes off as more of a black thing that you have to put on a dress as a comic?
No, but that's interesting.
Because Cat Williams made it sound like that.
No, but that's an interesting thought that you had because that's the whole point of like why comedians or black artists.
Like Jerry Seinfeld's not putting on a dress.
No, he's not putting on a dress. So, but it's interesting how like how.
Maybe he did, but I'm just saying to make it.
Yeah,
he didn't have to.
So Dave Chappelle talked about it, right? And he was like, he's like someone tried to put him on a dress, and he's like, no, I'm not really doing that. And then all of a sudden, it became like a problem for like executives, directors, and all this stuff. And he's like, why is this a problem? It should be like, if I like in movies, they tell you if you're uncomfortable with something, just tell us, and then that's the end of it, right? Pretty much, that's what it should go with all people.
But that seems sort of knew that that's the way it's been.
No, because
Like usually it was, well, if you don't want to do it, we'll get someone else.
Yeah.
But now it was like, oh, well, if you don't want to do it, this is like a systemic issue.
Right.
And maybe because there's a lot of truth in that.
Yeah, no,
It
there's
seems to be an issue.
so here's what I'm trying to get at. So like it's interesting how like black comics do it. I do think a lot of white comics have done it too. I'm trying to think of who exactly, but like I'm actually trying to think of like for some reason what that makes me think of in my mind. What's that one Adam Sandler movie that has like all his friends in it? David Spade and all those stuff. Did any of those guys ever do a dress? I'm trying to think. David Spade, I don't think so.
Well, like Nick Swartzen will do a lot of goofy.
Because Nick Swartzen is just goofy. Okay, sure.
Yeah.
He probably asked to do it.
But Spade, like,
I don't think so. Adam Sandler, I don't think he did it either. Maybe, maybe.
I would imagine Adam Sandler's put one on,
but he probably asked to do it.
Chris Farley,
probably.
Well, yeah, he did.
Yeah,
Lunch Ladyland.
Yeah.
So Lunch Ladyland, Adam Sandler and Chris Farley did that.
Okay, got it. So
maybe like
so
maybe it feels less touchy, but maybe they've all done it. So maybe even a better point.
So here's what I'm trying to get at, right? So it's interesting how people say that, right? It's from the outside and go, this is what they're going to do. Don't go to Hollywood because they're going to do that. Kyle Williams said all the comedians that made it, that really made it to sky high levels, all put on a dress because they submitted to Hollywood executives. Okay. Say that's all true.
Even though we don't know who wrote the bit.
Yeah, who wrote the bit?
Adam Sandler and Chris Farley probably wrote Ladyland.
Right. Yeah. So say you did, right? Say you did, whoever, whatever. Say that's true. Can I ask you a question? Do you have any, like, if you think of, like, I don't know, Chris Tucker, do you think of like any marks on his career of like, oh, because he wore a dress in that one movie, he's like less of a man?
Did he wear a dress?
Yeah, I forgot what movie, but it's some movie. He's like this like gay character when he like wearing a dress and he had like this microphone.
Well, that's a weird thing because this is the thing. You could take it either two ways. You could say, okay, Chris Tucker had to submit to this criticism of taking it or this ridicule of wearing a dress, or you could say he's a bigot for wearing a dress, or misogynist. Mm-hmm. I don't think any of it.
No. So
I think like Chris Tucker just played a role and was. I don't even remember the role.
Do you think Martin Lawrence when he did Big Mama's House? Do you think that was like? Do you think that made him less of a man?
No.
Do you think Will Smith Will
Smith, Martin Lawrence? You think of Bad Boys.
Bad Boys. When you think of Will Smith when he was doing Wild Wild West and he had to dress up as a girl at that one scene.
Don't remember it.
He dressed up as a girl at one scene because he looked kind of crazy. Don't get me wrong, right? But like also Wild Wild West, one of my favorite movies. He was like a badass throughout the whole movie, except for like one part. He had to like he essentially he's the FBI. He concealed himself as a girl, and he like shoots, and he literally shoots the guys with his tits. Like he goes like.
So maybe it's just a context of like if you're writing comedy at some point, you're probably gonna put yourself in.
There's a decent chance, but I think and I'm not defending any of this, but what I'm trying to say is you people like you fear this thing of like, oh my God, Hollywood's gonna put you in a dress, and I'm not saying for it. I'm not saying.
Why does it really matter?
That's my point, because I'm trying.
Is it really like dehumanizing to throw a dress on?
That's my point.
Like, could it be misogynistic?
Yes.
Maybe, but who gives a? It doesn't like make you less of a man. Like,
right.
Fuck it.
Right. I'm like, do you think of any of those guys? Did that make him less of a man? Do you think of Chris Tucker less of a man?
So it's actually like wildly homophobic.
Marlon less of a man. Will Smith less of a man. All these people. Do you think of less of a man? No. All you think of is like big stars that did like XYZ movies and everything.
If you're a guy that's willing to wear a dress for a good bit, you're more of a guy,
right?
Because you're like, I don't give a fuck. This doesn't make me,
right?
And if it's funny, it's funny,
right? And if it shakes you out of your tails, you know what I mean? That's actually interesting. You know what I mean?
And come out the closet, my guy.
Yeah, and
it's time to come out.
And again, I'm not advocating for any person to wear a dress any man to wear a dress at all. I'm not advocating for Hollywood to do this. I'm not advocating any of this stuff. However, I'm saying, did that put a mark on that? Did that actually put a mark on their career?
And to be that butthurt about it is kind of odd. You make a very, very good point with that. I'm like, why would you be so butthurt about it?
Right. Because like Will Smith, I think Will Smith put on a dress a couple of times. You know who like the only thing I think of a mark on Will Smith is Jada. Like literally, that's it.
And she don't wear dresses.
She doesn't wear dresses. She wears boxer briefs and pants. Like what are you talking about? So I'm like, what?
What is the point?
So like
why do we care?
Why do we care? What's the problem? Almost like, what's the problem? Because
I like how they try to make it out to this like Illuminati.
Yes, that's what I'm
bit.
saying. This terrible. Oh my god, the studio executives, the Hollywood's gonna get you. Hollywood. There's like overlord. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. There's nothing. I don't think anything less of any of those people. Not even a little bit.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
There's nothing in me that goes, oh, Kevin Hart one time did a dumb bit and he was in a dress. Oh, whoever, whatever. Oh, ugh.
What dude hasn't worn a dress at some point though?
Right. But in the dude, like I'm not, like in the dude who has it, they stand on like this like morally high ground, but like that high ground is like way down, like way over there. While like there's like the Kevin Harts and the Will Smiths of the world.
I just any guy that's gonna do skits on camera, I'm trying to think because like even like growing up and like playing around with cameras,
Yeah.
I definitely did like skits in a dress
Yeah.
at some point.
Dude.
Like that's like just low hanging fruit.
Yeah.
So I think it's low hanging fruit. I do think it's BS comedy.
No, yeah.
But like if anybody's put a camera on at some point, like you play I'm a chick.
Something. Dude, there is, and I'm going to say this like right now, just in case, God forbid, it does come out at some point. Because I pray to God it never does.
Stuff out there?
I pray to God it never does. But there was like something where I looked crazy in like this, like, not a dress, but like this, like I had makeup on. I had this thing. Like
you have it?
It looked, no, I don't have it anymore. I hope it gets deleted from Earth. But you're
in YouTube era. Everything's on YouTube.
No. It never got to the thing.
Was it a professional thing?
It was a professional shoot. I was doing a commercial for a game at one time, right? And I can't stress how I had to sing this like literally Chinese song. I'm not gonna go into it, but it was great. Like if it comes out today,
you sung a Chinese
song
in the accent.
No, I was mouthing it, but I was like, it was a Chinese song, and I was like, and I was like, dude, yes.
Did it pay well?
Unfortunately, you know what's crazy? And that was like one of my first gigs, so I didn't know how invoices worked. So I only charged myself $120. No, $250 because I needed the money. I could have charged myself like $5,000, but whatever, right? I'm not gonna go there.
Charge them.
I could have charged him like $5,000, but I charged him $250 because I don't know. He gave me the role, and I was like, okay, thank you, only $250, but whatever, right?
Was it a commercial?
It was a commercial for a game, and God forbid that thing comes out, like I'll feel terrible. But like you know, does that make Does it make me less of a man because I did it? No, I don't really care anymore.
No, it just makes you an idiot.
Makes me an idiot. It made me an idiot at that point in 2017.
Was it fun though?
No, it wasn't. It kind of wasn't.
It was humiliating.
It was pretty bad. Once I realized like what the costume was, I was like, Jesus Christ, and I should have walked out. But
you were in a dress and
it was in this weird costume. Anyway, we're not gonna go there. Okay, we're not gonna talk about Chinese game companies because one day someone's gonna look. Okay, what is that? And start looking it up.
Have you looked up the game company?
No, and I don't wanna. No, we're not gonna go there. But you know, sometimes people do crazy stuff, and I have done it myself. Okay, I've done crazy Chinese commercials, and like even I would regret it. You know what I mean? But like, hey, we live, we move on. You know what I mean? And like sometimes people make weird movies. Sometimes people make bad movies. Some people put on a dress.
So in conclusion with this, where does this leave you with Cat Williams?
Anyway, I don't know, man. Like I like Cat Williams. I think he's dope. I think he's funny comedian.
Because he's a legend.
I think he's a legend in his own right. But like he sounds like a spill the tea
drunk uncle
woman. No, woman. I can't even give him like it sounds like a woman. Like dude, replace his words with like his voice is kind of high. I was gonna say replace his voice with a woman's voice, but like arguably like if you didn't see him, like if you didn't know who Cat Williams was, you might have thought whatever. You might think of him as a woman because his voice is so high pitched. But like I don't know, man. Like if it sounded like a woman from the South, like quote unquote spilling the tea on Jada Pinkett Smith's show.
The tone of his voice, unfortunately, comes off that he believes he's brilliant,
right?
By the tone of his voice,
right? Like this, because like, this is what's happened. This is what's right.
The way that he said, like it's like the draw and the slowness. Mm-hmm. He just is like, I am giving you absolute brilliant knowledge.
Yeah.
And I just think he lacks a lot of humility.
Yeah.
He tries to come off as like the humblest, and he comes off the most arrogant. Even though I actually think that he's speaking 90% truth.
Right.
So I don't discredit what he's saying.
I don't discredit what he's saying. You know what I mean? But it's tough, like because it's tough when you like it's tough when you say all that and then there's like little lies in it. Because when there's little lies in like something you're trying to like.
How fast did he say he could run?
he was something like faster than like a modern NFL player. And
It was like Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, no, you like, no, you can't, because if you could, you would.
But he was fast though.
He was fast.
He ran like a 4.5.
But like, yeah, it was like a 4.5 or some crap like that. But like, I'm like, dude, like these guys in the NFL like strive for that. Okay, like whatever. We'll get to that. And then like the 3,000 books a day. And then like there's one point where like he was like, oh, like what you do is when you get to Hollywood, they give you a package where you get like a skin wife or whatever. He pointed out Ludacris, right? And I'm like,
That was BS.
that was some major bullshit, right? But okay, but even if, right, you got like, I don't know, if you're gonna call people out on shit, like you got to kind of be like kind of right about it, because like if you go to like, he goes like, oh well, look at Ludacris and his white wife. Ludacris's wife is light skinned, but she is pure African, like Gabon African.
Oh really?
Yeah, and he go, oh, his light skinned wife. Yeah, his wife is more African than anyone's wife.
Oh, so he totally picked the wrong one.
Yeah, like she's African, full like Gabon.
Wow.
So
What's
it's like
Gabon?
It's a country in Africa. It's like a French Africa, like the French influenced it or whatever. So she has like she speaks French too.
Wow.
And I'm like, don't get me wrong, I follow her on Instagram because she's hot. But like, come on.
Well, I think that sometimes people forget when a man has power and wealth, he gets the pick of the litter.
Yeah.
And it just so happens that when 60% of the country is white,
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna 60% of a chance
Well, dude, not only that,
like you might happen to have a white wife. That has nothing to do with like race, really. It just happens to do with like, the probability of it in a sense.
Well, dude, okay, how about this, right? Forget everything about race and every just say every race is like the first I don't know, whatever, it doesn't matter. Forget about race, right? Dude, you and I know, and most guys do this, right? When we're out for like looking for a chick, we're looking for a girl who's like nice, who's like cool, who's like does like what cool things that we like, you know, either in the bed or outside or whatever, right? And does like, I don't know, maybe she could, I don't know, she does like something cool that you like.
And for 99.9% of men, hot has no race.
Hot has no race. I believe me
Right?
when I tell you. And like a good
You could find a racist guy that sees a chick and goes, I might be racist, but holy shit.
Dude, Pam Grier smeared. Like remember Pam Grier in the 70s, 80s? Pam Grier was like this stunner, hot black woman, like the hottest black. She's still hot to this day. Well, maybe. Well, she was like super beautiful black woman in the 70s, 80s when TV was like barely had any black people on it, but she was so hot that everybody was just like, you know what? I think we like these black people after all. Like on God. Like
you think she did more than MLK?
Yeah. Like she was like, you know what? Like racists were like getting out of their chairs like, I like this show.
I didn't have a dream then, but I have a dream now.
I have a dream now. There was magazines and all this other stuff, right? So like there's no like their hot has no nationality, has no color, has no nothing. And imagine like you meet whoever, and then she's like cool on top of that, and like she does whatever, and I'm like, all right,
she teaches you new shit.
Come on. What are you talking about? So like I'm gonna tell you something. Even me, I
because you sometimes get sick of the white chicks.
That's what I was getting ready to say. I was hesitating to say, but you said it. And I was like, sometimes, you know, the white people get a little on my nerve, right? Because right now, like, I'm on a hiatus of white women because the white women they've been bugging me for like, I don't know, they have to call the cops.
But they've been mean.
They've been mean, right? Like all this stuff, right? But like now it might. We'll talk about the black women later. But like my point is. Okay. Like all this stuff, I'm on a hiatus, and like, but like I'm gonna tell you something. If a black girl come in and she's like mad cool, she's mad sweet, beautiful, I'm gonna have to put that over. I'm like, I always loved white women, you know. Like I have to say it. You know what I mean? So there's no like. It's interesting how that happens. Yeah. So and also the second part about it is like, imagine like these chicks are like falling over you. Like, oh my God. So it's not like you say like, oh, like, can you get me a coffee real quick? There's like, it's already there. like,
right.
Like how you like it.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's tough. Like, there's no like, oh, I gotta choose Mia. And one thing like I don't know what it is, but like black people, black women say this thing where they go, oh, where if you if you're a black man and you don't marry a black woman, you don't like your mom. I swear that's like a thing that people say. And I've heard black women that I've dated and broke up with say that after I broke up with them.
That's a crazy thing to say.
Crazy thing to say, right? But it's funny how they said that because I broke up with them because they were being a weirdo, right? And I'm like, I can't stand you, can't stand you,
Right?
Like because you get on my nerves, not like black women get on my nerves. I love black women. What are you talking about? And I love my mother.
Right.
So there's no whatever. But it's
yeah, that, and I think that I would imagine that happens in a lot of different races.
Oh yeah.
But like it feels weird when it comes from your own side.
Even like if,
happens. I think
it happens to white people too, because if you hear the phrase, "Oh, you're not gonna date your own race." You're not gonna.
I think like it's interesting because I do think now that's less prevalent in white culture.
big time.
And I think it's more allowed in other cultures than I think in white culture it's the least allowed. I think in a lot of other cultures it's still like permittable.
Indian people, they're like, "What are you doing?" You know, it's not like not.
Because in white culture you can't be like, well, my grandma's just old school. and you can't be like, that's not cool.
Yeah.
But like in any other culture you could say like, well, we're just like old school.
Yeah. Like if you say I want to marry an Indian woman, which I've tried, right? You know, my last girlfriend, her mom was actually very nice, but the daughter, she was whatever. But some Asian families, same thing. They're like, we only do Asian. Sorry,
we don't do that.
We don't do that here. We only do Asian. Okay, like so, it still kind of happens. Maybe not with white people. Maybe not even black people.
Well, I mean, it's happened with Meghan Markle.
It happened with Meghan Markle. Pretty hardcore. You know what I mean? They're like, they literally went, we don't do that here.
But you know what's funny?
And they left.
This is a prime example, though. So the Queen does that. That's crazy.
She did.
It's racist.
Very.
It's bullshit. And 2 fingers up to her. Right?
Peas and chicken.
Now, funny enough, though, if we're all being honest, though, I think that happens more than you think.
Oh, yeah.
And no one's willing to just talk about it.
Yeah. And also, like... Also, like, kind of like...
Because you think Meghan Markle's family's not saying, who this red mother...
So... No. The Meghan Markle's family is freaking the hell out. Because they're like, the prince? You went on a date with who?
Actually, they're hype.
They're
Everyone's...
Come on.
You can be as racist as you want.
Come on.
But if you're like, prince...
Dog, if I go like, hey, mom, like, I'm sorry, I just hooked up with, like, a princess of...
Sweden.
Whoa!
We don't do white chicks, but
woo!
Keep that one.
Right. Like it is what it is. You know what I mean? God bless you. Okay. Like even my grandpa himself, he'd be like, you know what? Good job. You know what I mean? And my grandpa loves white women. It's fine. But
you'd be like, yo, his grandma might be an old white
lady. Yeah.
But marry her.
Get her right now. Hurry up. You know what I'm saying? So you remember actually I'll say 2 things. So like, first of all, everyone knew that you see, like, there was an old Cinderella movie that came out with Brandy, and
that was a while back.
A little while ago. That was before the modern
20
day.
years ago now.
And that was probably the prerequisite for the modern day. What's that one fish movie with the girl Chloe?
Little Mermaid.
It's probably prerequisite. Haley Bailey, whatever her name is. It's probably a prerequisite of that because you had a black princess doing Cinderella story, and I'm sure everyone was like, "Oh my god!" Back in 2002, like, how dare you when the VHS was coming out? But everyone knew, like, even in the movie, even the Disney kind of didn't like fully imply it, but even the family was just like, they were just like, well, I don't know, like, like it's gotta, it's a little off.
On the movie,
but like, Disney couldn't full out be like, this nigga's crazy, you know what I mean? Like, you can't do that, it's a PG movie, it's a G rated, but whatever. So that happens. Meghan Markle thing. My point is, like, they already knew that was gonna. Meghan Markle knew that was gonna happen. Meghan Markle knew. You hook up with Prince at a bar, and then you be like, this is all good and all, but like, one of the first conversations, like in bed talk, there's like, oh well,
Granny.
It's like, baby, like, listen, I take you home,
but like, and like, this isn't Granny like an old little typical white.
This is like, I went to war and took over Africa a couple times. like certain countries in Africa, like a couple of times.
It's in her blood.
Yeah, like we got like homie's head like right back here. Like, and it's been there
even the U.S. had to fight a war to go stop holding us down.
Yeah.
You know, like, get off our throat shit.
For progressing. And you go to England today. Like, I don't know what it is about England people, but they are still kind of, they're like, not backwards, but they're like behind in terms of like socially.
I mean,
not technologically.
We give
not
the
like
U.S. a lot of shit for good reason.
Yeah.
Britain has got some demons.
Social wise, dude, they're tripping. Like you think we have an issue with like left, right, this, that, like or cancel culture or whatever, dude. They'll cancel you in England for way easier than that.
Right.
Way like it's a little much actually.
Well, because like the U.S. as much as we've done some horrific things in the world. Don't get me wrong, and modern day slavery was fucking disgusting. It took way too long to eradicate all these issues, but I think America's progressed.
Yeah.
Like, Britain held slaves. They said, we don't even need you to come here. We'll keep you at home. Like, dude, what? This is crazy.
But yeah. Well, they did.
Back in the day.
Well, what they did was they go, okay, fine. Like this, they'll go like they love their image, but they're very like image driven, but they're very like socially behind. So it's interesting because like they'll like, okay, fine, we'll send, you know, we'll get all of our shit out of Africa, out of different countries in Africa. And okay, no problem. But what we'll do is we'll send like homie over there to like run like the mines. We'll send homie back over there.
We're doing to China right now, if we're being realistic about it.
The
U.S.
So what do you mean we're going over there and controlling it? What do you mean?
Like how like we let China have like the most disgusting slavery in the world because it benefits us.
Yeah, I mean,
and we don't even know how much we play a role in it.
Yeah, we don't play a role, and we complain like, oh, the iPhone, but like I'm literally like as I'm tweeting from an iPhone, like it's children, whatever. Yeah. You know what I mean? But I mean, it's tough. It's tough because like you know, I don't know. I don't know. That's a tough one because we do kind of activate. Like even like Dubai and Saudi Arabia, we'd be like, yeah, like, you know, WWE and UFC over there is gonna be dope, and then they go like, oh, but the, you know, Burj Khalifa was built by slavery, and then they're like, oh, I don't know, nice building though. And
then you're like, wait, the concession stands? Can I get a hot dog?
Yeah. It's like, no, we don't serve pork here. Oh, okay, beef.
All beef.
Okay, right.
All beef, really?
Yeah, that's fine. Hello, there you go. So I don't know. There's many things. I think like you know, people know. I don't know. People know kind of what they're gonna come into a little bit. Like Meghan Markle knew what she was gonna come into a little bit. Yeah, certain people kind of know. Like if you're going like that high on the level,
she didn't though.
Yeah,
that's the biggest BS of it.
That's bullshit, dude. Like even like, okay, for instance, Bill Gates' daughter. Remember we're in like that moment. I guess they broke up, but she was dating this black guy, and like everybody was just like, "Son, get the bag." Like everything was like make her pregnant.
I don't remember this,
dude. So this, I guess they just like broke up recently, but like I guess Bill Gates' daughter was like playing this one dude that was black, and then they were like. Everyone on Twitter was like, "Get her pregnant immediately!
Was going crazy.
Get her pregnant immediately! Like get child support! Like get divorced! I don't know, whatever you want to do, figure it out." You know what I'm saying? Like, and now that he broke up, it's like, "Oh, you fumbled the bag."
No.
Yeah. And so like, I don't know, man. Like we play these games,
but then again, you never go back.
You never go back. You can't like.
No, I'm saying the next guy will be.
No, that's true. Because if she does, I mean, he's a failure. And so yeah, it's funny how that works. So yeah, she Bill Gates' daughter's gonna be dating, dude, homies the whole time, which is great for us, which is a W. You know what I'm saying? W for Bethesda and Microsoft games. Anyway, I know what else are we talking? I don't even know how we got to this conversation. I think like
this was good. I think this is a good episode.
Yeah. I'm saying like you know what you're getting into. Sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, this is Smart and Wild.
Smart and Wild.
What do you want from us?
I don't want.
This is what it is. New set. Purple banter.
Yeah.
Let's go.
And this is one of those things where like, I never been in a situation where I'm like yelling and someone's falling asleep. Like, and she fell asleep to my rants, which is great.
The little baby curly-headed overlord.
Yeah. Either she's like literally sick and tired of my shit, or I don't know, or maybe my rants are soothing. I don't know.
Over now. God bless you all.
Peace.
Whoa. Who knew I would make it this far? They hated, they never believed me. Yeah, I would never drop the ball. I know I make it look easy. Yeah, Mayweather with the defense. I don't care what a critic got to say. I got them picking up the pieces.